Have you ever found yourself trapped in a loop of what ifs? What if I fail? What if they leave? What if I'm not good enough? Your body is still, but your mind is racing like a car without brakes, playing out situations that haven't happened, outcomes that don't exist, and futures that only live in your head. And somehow, even though nothing's actually wrong, everything feels like it's falling apart. It's strange, isn't it? How something as invisible as a thought can make your chest tighten, your breath shorten, and your entire mood shift. It starts with one small concern, and before you know it, you're carrying the weight of imaginary problems like they're already real. We often underestimate the power of our thoughts. Your mind is like a projector, and your imagination is the film. What you play inside will reflect outside, on your emotions, your energy, your actions. But when that film is filled with fear, doubt, and endless worry, it becomes exhausting to even exist peacefully. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, why do I spend so much time fearing things that haven't even happened? Why do I allow my own mind to torment me with shadows of situations that may never come to pass? Worry isn't wisdom. It's not preparation. It's a misuse of one of your most valuable gifts, your imagination. The very thing that could be used to envision growth, success, joy, and peace is instead being hijacked to paint pictures of chaos and failure. And here's what's worse. Worry never comes alone. It brings stress, overthinking, hesitation, and fear. It convinces you that you're doing something useful, when really, you're just burning mental fuel on an outcome that doesn't even exist. So take a moment and reflect. Is your imagination working against you or working for you? Are you using your thoughts to build strength or to build fear? Because once you realize the choice is yours, everything starts to change. Number 1, worry feels like preparation, but it's really just paralysis. Have you ever felt like worrying makes you more prepared? Like, if you could think through every worst-case scenario in advance, you'd be ready to handle anything? That's the illusion worry sells you. It whispers, if you stress about it now, you'll be safer later. But the truth is, worry doesn't prepare you. It paralyzes you. It doesn't give you control. It gives you chaos. You replay the same fears over and over in your mind, hoping that thinking harder will lead to peace. But it never does. It drains your emotional fuel, steals your present moment, and keeps you frozen. Real preparation is active. It's about making plans, gathering knowledge, and taking steps. Worry, on the other hand, is passive. It's circular thinking with no progress. So ask yourself right now, am I doing something about it? Or just drowning in it mentally? If there's no action behind your thoughts, then you're not preparing. You're mentally exhausting yourself. You can't think your way out of fear if thinking is the only thing you're doing. Break that loop. Take back your power by turning thought into movement, anxiety into action. You'll be amazed how quickly worry fades when you're actually doing something that moves you forward. Number 2, your imagination can either empower or imprison you. Have you ever truly considered how powerful your imagination is? It's not just a tool for creativity. It's the command center of your emotions. Your mind doesn't fully distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined. That's why when you constantly think about what could go wrong, your body reacts as if it's already happening. Your palms sweat. Your breathing shortens. Your stress skyrockets. And yet, nothing has even happened. That's the destructive side of imagination, when it imprisons you with fear. But what if you used it differently? What if, instead of visualizing disaster, you visualize determination? Confidence? Peace? When you imagine success with clarity and belief, your brain starts aligning your actions to make it real. You stop fearing the future and start building it. So ask yourself, is your imagination your escape or your cage? What you picture repeatedly becomes what you believe, and what you believe becomes how you behave. Rehearsing failure leads to fear. Rehearsing faith leads to freedom. The power is in your focus. Shift it. Choose to imagine the life you want, not the one you're afraid of. That's how you take your imagination back. Number 3, worry lives in the future. Peace lives in the present. Have you ever noticed how worry always drags you into a future that hasn't even happened yet? You lie awake thinking about what might go wrong, how things could fall apart, or what someone might say or do. But none of that is happening now. It's all imagined. And in that imagination, you miss what's actually real. This moment, this breath, this opportunity to live and grow. Worry robs you of your ability to be present. It keeps you trapped in what if, while the what is passes you by. The truth is, most of the things we worry about never happen. They're just thoughts, loud ones, but still only thoughts. Meanwhile, life is unfolding in front of you. People who love you. Dreams that need building. Steps you could be taking. So ask yourself, what is real right now? What can I actually control today? When you ground yourself in the present, everything changes. You stop reacting to imagined problems and start responding to real possibilities. The now is where life exists. The future is just a maybe. Choose to live where peace is, right here. Number 4, replace worry with action. Worry without action is just emotional clutter. It builds tension, clouds clarity, and leads nowhere. But when you convert that worry into action, even the smallest action, you begin to reclaim control. If something's bothering you, don't just sit with it. Do something. Take one step. Make one call. Write down what you fear and break it into pieces. When you act, even in small ways, your brain starts to shift from fear mode to solution mode. You stop feeling helpless and start feeling capable. That's the shift that changes everything. And if the thing you're worrying about is completely out of your control, then remind yourself, letting go is an action too. You don't have to carry what you can't change. So ask yourself, what's one step I can take today? One thing I can control? That mindset takes you from spiraling to strengthening. Action dissolves anxiety. It builds confidence. And it trains your mind to stop fearing life and start facing it. You don't need to fix everything. You just need to move. Even one step is enough. Number 5, set boundaries with your thoughts. Have you ever let a single thought ruin your entire day? One fear, one doubt, one what if. It sneaks in, uninvited, and suddenly your peace is gone. That's what happens when you let your mind run without boundaries. Not every thought deserves your attention. Just like you wouldn't let a stranger enter your home without permission, don't let every negative idea take up space in your mind. Your thoughts are visitors. You decide who stays. When fear shows up, ask, is this helpful? Is it true? Is it mine? Most times you'll realize it's not even your voice. It's conditioning, pressure, or past pain speaking. Creating this distance gives you the power to respond, not just react. You are not your thoughts. You're the awareness behind them. And the stronger your boundaries, the clearer your mind becomes. Protect your mental space like you protect your peace. Not everything deserves a seat at your mental table. You get to choose your focus, and with that, your future. Number 6, focus on what you can control. Let go of the rest. Have you ever exhausted yourself trying to manage things completely out of your hands? Other people's opinions, outcomes you can't predict, timing you can't force. That's a fast track to burnout and frustration. Life becomes lighter when you stop trying to control the uncontrollable. Instead, shift your attention to what's within reach. Your mindset, your actions, your effort, your attitude. When you do that, you stop reacting and start responding. You become the anchor in the storm. So ask yourself, where am I leaking energy into what I can't change? And more importantly, what can I influence today that brings progress, peace, or purpose? That shift changes everything. It empowers you. You start showing up stronger, calmer, and more focused. Let the noise of the uncontrollable pass by. Your power lies in where you place your energy. Own your lane. Lead your mind. That's how you stop surviving life and start directing it. So, your imagination was never meant to be a weapon used against you. It was designed to be your greatest gift, your vision, your power, your creative force. Worry doesn't solve problems. It steals moments. It steals joy. But today, you get to make a choice. You can stop letting fear rent space in your mind. You can reclaim your peace. You can train your imagination to work for you, not against you. So ask yourself, one last time, am I using my imagination to create fear or to create a better future? You already have the power. You just need to direct it. No more mental spirals. No more overthinking every what if. It's time to move with intention. Stay strong, stay focused, and stay tall. Take care of your family, your loved ones, and the people around you. They need your presence more than your panic. If this message spoke to you, like, share, and subscribe to Mind Aura. Let's keep growing together.